Hey everyone, this is Kevin, your failed journalist or your autograph hound, because this video actually has cross appeal, so I'm putting it on both my channels. Therefore, if you are on the failed journalist and you do not know I have a channel called Autograph Hound, feel free to subscribe to that. And if you are on the Autograph Hound and don't know I have a channel called the Failed Journalist, which is what this is decorated after, feel free to go to the Failed Journalist and subscribe there. Needless to say, this was an interesting topic and I decided I wanted to discuss this because this is something I'm really passionate about. Obviously, I have a collection of autographs. I have enough of a collection of autographs that I have an autograph channel. Now, I've mostly been showing my signed book collection, but I have autographs of all sorts. I have DVDs that are signed, video games that are signed, and I have autographed trading cards, or auto cards as they're called. And what an auto card is a card that you get in a pack of trading cards where you buy trading cards, and usually they've been doing new things to try to get collectors to buy trading cards more. They've been putting cards with pieces of clothing from costumes in individual packs, autographed cards, and just interesting things like that, holograms, And autograph cards is one of the easiest and best ways to get an authentic autograph of someone you want. Now, the chances of who that autograph is going to come from varies from actor to actor. So for example, I bought Harry Potter trading cards, and getting autographs from like Richard Griffiths, who played Uncle Dursley, who I got, and say maybe like the Hangman, one of the ghost hangmans from the second film, is relatively easy, while getting a Daniel Radcliffe or Emma Watson or Rupert Grint was pretty hard or unlikely. And if you got one of the rare auto cards that had all three of the signatures, congratulations, you were one of 10 people who got that card. But here's the appeal to the trading cards. They are authentic, they are verified, and so you don't have to look at that card and say, hey, is this real? You just don't have to do that. And as a result, this new Rittenhouse trading card thing for the Orville really caught people's eyes. And this was an announcement from a little while ago that the 2020 Rittenhouse Orville Archives Autograph Edition checklist and details. And this is the news story. The Orville isn't getting a full trading card release for its second season. Instead, the follow-up to the season 1 set is taking a much more limited route. 2020 Rittenhouse, the Orville Archives Autograph Edition, is only signatures and lots of them. Individual packs deliver 15 total autographs. That's pretty much what you'd get in a lot of cases for a traditional release. The checklist has 17 cards, meaning there's just about an entire set in every pack. The headlining the checklist is the Orville's lead star and creator, Seth MacFarlane. His signature lands 1 in every 2 packs with 300 packs produced. That means that there are approximately 150 chances to get Seth MacFarlane's signature, and that's pretty cool. Other notable names include Adrian Palicki, Scott Grimes, who, by the way, is also an American Dad, Penny Johnson Gerald, and Kelly Hu. There's also Jason Alexander. He may have only appeared in a pair of episodes of The Orville, but he's also known for his iconic work as George Costanza on Seinfeld. So this was the checklist. There were 17 cards, 15 autographs per pack. I wish I had known about this. And Seth MacFarlane was inserted in 1 in every 2 packs. So this was a really cool thing. Now, these packs were probably way more expensive as a result, but hey, a chance to get an entire set of auto cards plus a really good chance to get Seth MacFarlane. Well, shoot, buy 10 packs and you are for sure going to get Seth MacFarlane. You'll have the whole set and you can sell the additionals on eBay. What is the problem? Well, the problem is that this Rittenhouse set actually had a huge caveat. And in fact, it might have, this is even going to, like, as they say, hurt the reputation of this company. Because the Seth MacFarlane autograph cards turned out to be auto pens. Now, what is an auto pen? Well, according to penvibe.com, an auto pen device is a machine with mechanical arms that holds a pen in an upright position. The signature is encoded onto a plastic card which they insert into the machine. They place the piece of paper photo, poster, etc. under the pen and start the machine, and it will make an amazingly accurate copy of the signature. And this is what the device looks like. So here's the thing. Device, that's kind of cool. It's a cool device, but obviously if you're an autograph collector, you don't want an auto pen. You want an autograph. You want the person to be there signing it themselves. And, well, they caught the Seth MacFarlane signature as being an auto pen. Now, the way they probably caught this was pretty simple. As you can see, there's two here side by side. As you can see, they're not exactly the same, but they are super, super, super identical. Super identical. The differences is minor at best. Minor. So if you get two of these side by side, and considering that there were probably at least a few people who bought multiple packs, they probably had a chance of getting a couple Seth MacFarlane cards, and they looked at this and they're like, wait a minute. These aren't autographs, these are auto pens. For the record, this is what another Seth MacFarlane autograph looked like in the first set. And for the record, I actually have it right here. If you'll just give me one moment, I got, I hope, and I'll get to that in a second, this Inside Family Guy signed copybook from Barnes & Noble, and they have supposedly a Seth MacFarlane autograph, and that's what mine looks like. So you have that. Now then, going back over here, the fact that this is drastically different doesn't necessarily mean, okay, this is what all the signatures look like. On the Wikipedia page, this is what his signature supposedly looks like. And keep in mind, actors, not all signatures are exactly the same. Sometimes they change the style of their autograph. Like, if they actually sit down and sign a contract, they might make it more legible than if, say, they were, signing a bunch of cards. They might just do it quickly to get it over with. But again, the point of these cards, these auto cards, is that they're verified, they're authentic. And Rittenhouse was caught basically selling auto pen cards. Now, they do have a statement about this. And Rittenhouse's Steve Sherendorf, who confirmed that this is in fact the case. And he said, "It has come to my attention that the Orville Archives Autograph Card Edition includes cards signed by Seth MacFarlane with an auto pen. We regret not catching this before the packs were shipped out, and we completely understand the concerns that customers have with cards signed in this way. We are working on a solution to this situation and expect to have more guidance and direction for you shortly. We appreciate your understanding and patience." So at this point, we don't know whether or not Rittenhouse is going to actually have Seth MacFarlane himself sign new cards and send those cards out to people. That would be the best solution, in my opinion. And they might want to send a certification from JR House or something so that people can feel more comfortable in their purchase. But this is a huge, huge problem because, again, the Seth MacFarlane autograph is a particular draw to the set. Let's be honest, folks. Most people do not buy trading cards anymore. Do you know a single kid that still has a binder of trading cards? It's kind of a passé thing. The only reason trading cards are still a thing is because they do the prop cards, they do the limited edition holograph cards, and especially they do the auto cards. And so autograph collectors in particular, when they find like a movie box sets coming out, like I remember when Indiana Jones and not the Last Crusade, the Kingdom of the Crystal Skull came out, and Harrison Ford had signed like 50 auto cards in this trading card set. There were huge Harrison Ford autograph collector fans who wanted an authentic Harrison Ford signature, and they bought a bunch of full boxes that had like 50 packs in each one, because usually there's an autograph card in one every 50 packs. If you get a box, you're going to get one or two. So, little advice for you. And they bought them. And they bought them because they're authentic. There's a reason when you go to eBay and, for example, you search Daniel Radcliffe autograph, you'll find a ton of signed photos by Daniel Radcliffe. But the thing is, you don't know if they're authentic or not. But you find an auto card with Daniel Radcliffe's signature, that'll cost you a couple $1,000 because that has been authenticated and verified. The problem now is this has been compromised for Rittenhouse. Rittenhouse, who their word was, we will authenticate these autographs and we will make sure they're the real deal. They clearly didn't do that. Who knows how this worked out? Maybe they sent out the cards to Seth MacFarlane and they had like a gentleman's agreement with him to sign the cards, and he didn't. He used the auto pen. Or, well, I'll get to that in a second. But bottom line is they didn't have someone there from the company or from a certification company physically witnessing the signatures, which I think would be key to making sure that this product is right. Now, I'm not going to say the government's going to get involved in this because I think the government has bigger things to worry about than trading cards, to be perfectly frank. But there's a reason there's laws against false advertising. Because it kind of constitutes fraud when you say that you are going to sell something that is this and then it's not. Whoever bought these packs of cards, they spent money. They might have even spent a lot of money to get multiple packs with the hope that they would get an authentic Seth MacFarlane autographed auto card. And what they got was not what was advertised. And this was the reason they were buying the cards, because they wanted his autograph. So that, in my opinion, that's fraud. Maybe the U.S. government would see it differently. I don't know. But it definitely undermines the auto card business. I mean, if this becomes a normal thing, there might need to be some regulation or some better oversight at the very least for this. Now, as for Seth MacFarlane himself, who I am a fan of, I mean, I love you, Seth. Love you. Love your work, Seth. I love him. My mom thinks I'm crazy because she thinks this work's quite stupid, but, you know, I like Family Guy. I actually like American Dad a lot more, too. And I like the Orville. I even liked A Million Ways to Die in the West. I actually thought that was a funny movie. This situation does make me wonder just a little bit about this. Like, is this authentic? It does look different from this. I will say that it does look different than that. But is this authentic? How do I know that this is the real deal? And here's the other thing. I don't want to get on Seth's case too much because here's the thing. He's busy. He's definitely worth a lot more money than you or I ever will be. But it seems like a really crummy thing to do to your fans. That you would put cards that people were going to be spending good money on, hoping that it's your signature, and putting them under the pen of a machine. That's pretty crummy. Now, to play devil's advocate, maybe Seth MacFarlane is not aware that this is what's happened. Maybe someone sent these cards to his people, and his people, whoever they are, decided that, hey, MacFarlane is way too busy. He's working on new shows for NBC. He's recording Family Guy. He might even want to make a TED 3. Who knows? The Orville is still going to start production soon. He doesn't have time to be sitting there for an hour, hour and a half, signing a bunch of cards. So let's just put him under the auto pen. No one's going to know the difference. But the thing is, look, we clearly do know the difference. We can clearly tell that that's an auto pen. So I don't know what Seth MacFarlane's personal involvement in this is. If he didn't know about this, he probably needs to have a serious talk with whoever his people is. Whoever they are, he needs to sit down and have a serious talk with them. If he was aware of this, then shame on him for actually doing it this way. This is crummy. And again, I know that sitting there and autographing things is not exactly fun to just sit there and sign things all day. I mean, look, I'm not famous. I've never done autograph sessions or anything, but every time I've started a new job where I've had to sign 17 pieces of paper before I get that job, no, that's pretty darn annoying. And it's tedious, and nobody likes doing that. But the thing is, this was the agreement that was made. And as for Rittenhouse, they need to do something to ensure that their autographs going forward is of authentic quality. that they are real, that they're the actual people. Because here's the thing, if this becomes the norm, they will kill the auto card industry, because the reason people buy these cards with confidence, whether it be from the store, Amazon, or eBay, is because if they have an auto card, it's promised, it's guaranteed that that's authentic. And this wasn't authentic. And that's going to be a huge blow to their reputation. If this continues, the whole auto card industry will collapse among itself. But anyway, that's my thoughts. What do you think? I would love to know, regardless which channel you're on. What do you think of this? Does this anger you? Does it upset you? Comment below, like, favorite, share, subscribe, and as always, flame responsibly. Have a good one.